We're here at the Haynes Motor Museum today, which first opened in 1985 and has got cars and motorbikes dating from 1898 right up to modern day. And I'm here with local boy Paul Wager, who's going to walk around with us. We'll have a look at the displays on offer here at Haynes.
But first, our friends at Lancaster Insurance are running monthly giveaways. You can win all sorts, from experience days to tools, restaurant vouchers and tech. So click the link below at the end of the video to enter their latest competition.
Okay then, Paul, we should say for a point of clarity that you grew up near here.
Yeah,
you don't live here now.
I lived in the next village along.
So I'm hoping you're going to tell us all about this place. But
well, when I moved away, the museum didn't exist. It was just John Haynes' personal collection of cars that you used to see driving around occasionally.
Oh, okay.
Since then, it's grown massively.
This is the Aston 750 Special that started it all. So the first
manual they did was first manual John did by himself. Yeah, it was how to build a 750 Special. Yeah. Well, my dad worked at Haynes when we lived down here, so occasionally he'd bring home some of the random cars. At least one of them's in the museum. A bit like working at Kelsey, Phil. You never knew what Dad was going to bring home, what random motor he was going to turn up at home.
Excellent. It was good that you carried on that lineage.
Yeah.
It's incredible. This is where it all began.
I think most of the cars in the collection run and drive, as far as I know.
Do they? And they take them out, do they?
Yeah.
Would this sort of stuff be on the London to Brighton veteran run, maybe?
It would be, yeah. A lot of red cars. I think John particularly liked red and red cars, and I think it started as a collection of red cars, basically.
Oh, really?
There's a red roof, isn't there? This is it. One of the things I love about this museum is the slightly random nature of the collection, because you see things that have just caught someone's eye, and you know, there's things here you don't see elsewhere. I mean, when do you see a red box that you don't, do you?
Well, certainly not in that condition, that's for sure. Probably a bit faded by the sun these days. Nice collection of Alphas here.
Yeah, we'll be coming back to that.
Oh, there we go. There's a proper bedroom poster boy car, the Countach.
Is this a kit car?
Is it a kit? No, it can't be a kit car.
Maybe the first one you've seen that isn't a kit car.
1981 Lamborghini Countach LP 400S.
Yeah,
wow.
It's worth coming just to see a real one, isn't it? This is something you never see.
I know, with this big whale tail thing. Fabulous.
SM.
Citroen SM.
Perfectly displayed with the bonnet up, so people can just wonder at the madness of it.
The mechanical madness of a Citroen SM.
Maserati engine in a Citroen, yeah.
Look at those seats though, they're magnificent, aren't they?
These are, I have driven one of these and they're absolutely tremendous.
Yeah.
Just the noise the engine makes mechanically is something else.
Brilliant. See, I'd love a bit of this, Paul. This Vitesse. I'd love one of those.
Yeah, I quite like the Dolomite Sprint, to be fair.
Yeah. Well, how about this, look, Mark 1 Capri. Passed one of these on the way down today.
That's a Triumph, much better than the one we had.
Oh yes, 1974 Vanden Plas, we've done a video on one of those.
Yeah, they're great little cars.
Really underrated, actually. Everyone just thinks of the Basel 40 car being hit by a branch, don't they?
Remarkably mint Rapier.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Cover car.
Again, red. When did you last see a red Rapier?
I know.
A sort of metallic sludge.
Enzo Ferrari.
It's the Ferrari expression, isn't it?
Oh wow, here we go.
Oh, they've got an example of my favourite of all the Ferraris.
Yes.
Controversial, I know, but I just really like these.
I think I agree with you though, I really like them. Yeah. Although I'd also have a 456.
Yeah, again, I like those, yeah. RS500 there. Once upon a time you could buy those for £7 grand.
Not anymore. Those were the days, dear boy. Those were the days.
Yeah, and of this Americana, this brown Ford here.
Yep.
I remember my dad picking me up from school.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. As I said, my dad was a director down at Haynes in the early 80s. He randomly had this car for the weekend. I don't know what his company car must have been in for a service. I think the thing was, whatever you got as a company car option was whatever they needed to take apart next for a manual. So at some time, inevitably your company car was taken away and dismantled and made into a manual. And Dad turned up at school in this Country Squire.
What must your schoolmates have thought of that?
Yeah. Well, I remember we couldn't get it on the driveway. We had to unhook the gates of the drive to actually get it
That is brilliant.
off the road.
That is brilliant.
Had an 8-track in it and some Elvis cartridges in the glove box.
What a behemoth that is.
It's got 8 seats or something. There's like extra seats in the boot. I mean, the boot was quite big.
You could fit half of Somerset in the back of that, couldn't you? You really could. It's insane.
It was like sort of 7 litres and 150 horsepower or something. But if you're going to have a Mark 10, you may as well have a two-tone Mark 10.
Yeah, so something really caddish about that, isn't it?
420G, isn't it?
Or Cadillacish.
I'm not into Astons at all, but I really like these. And I don't know why, it's just perverse. They're so outrageous.
Not dissimilar to that Ferrari you like, though. It's got the same sort of slightly chiselled look about it.
Yeah, all you need is a Volvo, isn't it, to go next to it?
Yeah. It's absurd, absolutely absurd, but wonderful.
Sunroof, but just for the back passengers.
Yeah, no, that's superb, isn't it? Look at this, ST1 Estate.
Prototype ST1 Estate, yeah. There are only 2 of these. The other one's at Gaydon.
Something like this. This is probably quite contemporary by the sort of rest of the museum standards.
But it is rare, isn't it?
But they are getting rare and highly coveted now.
As a Honda man, though, I'm sure you can appreciate
There
this.
we are, Honda 600. Brilliant. There's some cool stuff here. That Renault Caravelle convertible there, brilliant.
There's a Tatra. Look at that. Tatra 613. It's air-cooled V8, I think.
An air-cooled V8?
Yeah, twin-cam air-cooled V8. 200
This looks like
horsepower.
this should have been chasing James Bond in a sort of living daylight.
You just really want to hear this start up. Once you've read it's a 200 horsepower air-cooled V8. I was in Prague sometime in sort of early 2000s, and they were just still using a few of these 613s as taxis.
Really?
But they've all disappeared now.
They look like tanks. A Trabant, look at that.
Is it a proper one?
East Germany's people's car.
Is it a proper one without a Polo engine?
Two-cylinder,
proper
two-stroke.
Yeah. Hasn't even got the Polo door handles either.
Look at that, 0 to 60 in 21 seconds.
The bodywork's made of phenolic resin, and they had a problem in East Germany where you'd come out and find your goat had chewed a bit of the wing.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that was a very brief whistle-stop tour, Paul, of the museum, but what a fantastic collection of cars. So if you're ever in the Sparkford area, do pop down to the Haynes Motor Museum. We'll put a link in the description, and let us know in the comments which one of your cars was your favourite on the display. So thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.
This video is proudly sponsored by Lancaster Insurance. Give them a call on 01480 400 889 for an insurance quote on your classic car. And don't forget to click the link below to enter their latest competition.